Tracy Family Foundation is an extension of the Tracy family and its attempt to capture all of the goodness that you can think about with RT and Dorothy.
From the very beginning, Mom and Dad set an example for all of us with their support of worthy organizations within our community. And as the business grew and as the business prospered, there was also a feeling and desire among family members to look for an opportunity to give back, to make a difference, to share our success with not only the community at large, but the region at large and even beyond that.
There was a huge embracement for it right from the start. Everybody was enthused about it, wanted to do it, which is unusual for our family to have that much consensus.
The Tracy Family Foundation embodies the spirit of Mom and Dad, what their values were: honesty, integrity, a Catholic Christian belief, a strong work ethic. And so that's really how the foundation was shaped. So it's Mom and Dad.
I think when you live in a community, you should help make the community stronger and to aid in any way that you can. This is where you live.
The impact of the Tracy Family Foundation has been enormous. They have been an incredible catalyst for great things.
The foundation is very focused on making an impact in the world, specifically starting with Brown County. We would like to see Brown County be a community that people are drawn to live in, they want to work in, they want to raise their family in, and they want to grow old in. And the foundation identified education as the #1 priority. And so we hooked up with a company called Focus on Results to come in and lead this initiative of making good schools better. And it's really all about getting kids, students, ready for college and ready for work.
I'm a proud product of the Brown County school system, and it's come a very, very, very long way with the initiatives that the foundation has launched.
And there's no doubt if you were to look 5 years ago when they initiated the program where we were at as a system, you would have seen where the baseline was versus where we are now. And the scores went through the roof in the standpoint of the number of students that we have that are reading on grade level, that are able to do math on grade level. I think that what they've done for us in the system beyond just the high stakes testing is they've helped us to get a more well-rounded student. You know, little things that you think about like being on time and appropriate dress. I mean, they've helped us to increase the level of professionalism, some of those soft skills that are going to help you out.
The foundation has truly brought a vision to a lot of us because they've had the ability and the resources to look outside of our community, outside of our state even, and see things that are working on a national, a global scale to help us better ourselves. And they've given us a sense of community, but most importantly, they've restored our sense of identity and pride in who we are and that we can be all things in this ever-growing, ever-changing world.
We've gotten involved with a project. We refer to it as the Mount Sterling Downtown Revitalization Project, having a main street, a downtown that's vibrant, that people are drawn to. And so we hired this firm to do this long-range plan. We've gotten the community involved in it. We've got a steering committee that is overseeing it, and it is so exciting. It's a long-range plan. Our goal is to get the population back up to what it was at its highest point in 1961, and just see a bustling main street again, and see people that just really like in a community that people are so drawn to live in and work in and grow old in.
And I think that the foundation helps us bring our hearts back to Brown County, where my parents were raised and where our grandparents built the business. But I think no matter where we live, the foundation fosters a grateful and giving spirit within all of us.
Our goals for the region are to impact Catholic education, K through 12. It would be to really provide some support to YMCAs. We feel like their mission is very closely aligned with our mission, and to develop the capacity of a lot of nonprofits that serve the entire region. We really want the family to be attached to the foundation, to be involved in the foundation, to derive pride from the foundation, really get involved in it, not just be check writers.
What I most appreciate about the Tracy Family Foundation is not only their commitment and their ministry and their passion for schools, but also the fact that they actually get right into it. They are workers. They're not just, here's our investment and take over. They are there at meetings. They are there to guide us. They are an integral part of the entire process. They're not outside of it. They're in it. They're workers, and they take it to heart.
And it's mutually beneficial to us both. As we succeed, so does the family, and so does the corporation that is tied to them. So do things like the YMCA, the downtown area, our school system. I could go on, and it becomes more and more of a regional, state, national level type of growth to the fact that we become something that's iconic for so many other people around the country. And that's the beauty of the foundation. And they do this all so humbly and so modestly that inspires you to want to work harder for them and with them.
Whether people live here in the community nearby or even outside the state, it's provided an opportunity for the family to stay engaged in the community, what we all grew up at, where our family was established back in 1956.
All the Tracy family members want this to be Mom and Dad's true legacy in the area and really in all aspect of everything that they've been able to accomplish. And from what I can see, the third generation are prepared to carry that mantle and really take this, to a level that we never probably imagined the first year we put this together.
Contributions of the third generation are really going to be vital to making sure that the foundation lives on. Just as the family has put a tremendous amount of effort into making sure that Dot Foods continues as a family business, they've put just as much energy into the foundation to make sure that it continues as a foundation that supports ideas and ideals throughout the country.
Philanthropy is part of our life now. Giving back to communities is part of our life, and both of our time and our money. And so I hope that future generations, the fourth generation, the fifth generation, the sixth generation, I hope that this philanthropic spirit continues to grow.
I think it's invaluable and rare to be able to work with your family and work with your uncles and aunts and work in the spirit of your grandparents and with your grandparents on really making an impact on the communities that you serve, the communities that you care about. And I think the foundation really opens our eyes up to the needs within our communities. And so I just tell my cousins to really make an effort, go on site visits, get involved with the third generation grant, get involved with the matching grant program when you get a little older. We do retreats where we really kind of dive in to the work that's being done within the foundation.
The Tracy family is a special gift to this community from God.
They are missionaries. They are missionaries for other people because they're there to help them in any way possible.
Grandma and Grandpa Tracy started a very successful family business way back when, and they started it with the right principles. First and foremost is, give back to those who are less fortunate than you. And I think they planted that seed within the second generation members, and I think that's been planted within the third generation members. I think we take that responsibility very seriously. So we look forward to continuing the good work of the foundation and being a big part of the future of it. It's big shoes to fill, there's no doubt about it.
It's meant an awful lot to the family. It's provided an opportunity for the family to work closely together on something that they all cared about together, and I think it brings us even closer together as a family.
Well, I'm proud. And I hope that we can continue to help in so many different ways.
I look at the foundation as sort of a love letter to my grandparents and a place where we can meet as a family and share our gifts that we've been blessed with the communities that have touched us and that we hope to make better for future generations.
Our world's not perfect, and so it's up to we as community members to try to make it a better place to live. And that really takes all of us. To whom much is given, much is expected. And so I think this is an expectation for all of us to try to make the world a better place.